Hello, welcome to Cook Children's Metabolic Genetics Clinic. Today I'm going to show you how to mix metabolic formula. First, wash your hands. Next, find a clean, flat surface for mixing. Next, gather all of your supplies. You will need the metabolic formula recipe given to you by the Metabolic Clinic, a gram scale, standard infant formula or breast milk if using, metabolic formula, a flexible mixing cup, a mixing jug that shows ounces, and water. Now you are ready to start mixing formula. In this example, we will make the following recipe: 35 grams standard infant formula plus 50 grams metabolic formula plus 100 grams breast milk with water to make the final volume of 24 ounces. To start, press the power button to turn on the gram scale. Look for the small G on the screen to make sure you are measuring in grams. You may need to press the unit button until you see the G. Then place a flexible mixing cup onto the scale. Since we do not want to measure the weight of the cup, zero out the scale by pressing the tare button. Your scale should now read 0. Now it is time to weigh our ingredients. Start by weighing the standard infant formula. In this example, we have prescribed 35 grams of standard infant formula. Scoop the powdered formula into the flexible mixing cup until the scale reads 35 grams. Once you have the correct weight, take the measured powder and pour it into the mixing jug. As you can see, it is best to use a flexible cup or even a funnel to make sure you can easily pour all of the powder into the mixing jug. Next, weigh out the prescribed amount of metabolic formula. Place the empty, flexible mixing cup back on the scale and make sure that the scale reads 0. If it does not, zero the scale by pressing the tare button. In this example, we have prescribed 50 grams of metabolic formula. Scoop the powdered formula into the flexible mixing cup until the scale reads 50 grams. Once you have the correct weight, take the measured powder and pour it into the mixing jug. Tip: always weigh out the formula powder separately to make sure you have the exact amounts. If you layer both powders in the container and then accidentally scoop out too much of one of the formulas, it will be impossible to tell which powder needs to be removed. Next, if it's part of your recipe, add the express breast milk. If you are not using express breast milk, skip this step. Place the empty, flexible mixing cup back on the scale and make sure that the scale reads 0. If it does not, zero the scale by pressing the tare button. In this example, you will need 100 grams of express breast milk. Pour the breast milk into the mixing container until the scale reads 100 grams. Once you have the correct weight, pour the measured breast milk into the mixing jug. Finally, add water. In this example, we have prescribed enough water to make a final volume of 24 ounces. This means add water to the mixing jug until the volume reaches the 24-ounce mark. Tip: for all of our metabolic formula recipes, always add the powders first, followed by breast milk if you are using it, and finally the water. Water is always the last ingredient. In this example, the recipe says with water to make a final volume of 24 ounces. This means add water to equal a final volume of 24 ounces, and it does not mean add 24 ounces of water to the powder. Tip: we recommend that you start by adding a small amount of water to the powder and then shake the mixing jug. This will help the powder mix more easily. Then add the remainder of the water to equal your final volume and shake the mixing jug again. Congratulations! You have successfully learned the steps to mix metabolic formula. 35 grams standard infant formula plus 50 grams metabolic formula plus 100 grams breast milk with water to make a final volume of 24 ounces. This is a 24-hour metabolic formula batch. Make a 24-hour supply each evening and then place in the refrigerator to use from midnight to midnight. When needed, pour individual bottles from the batch. Do not throw away any of the formula. If your child does not finish a bottle, store any unfinished formula in the refrigerator and offer it first at next feeding. This helps everyone keep track of the volume of formula your child takes each day. Always contact your dietitian if your child needs extra formula or does not finish the prescribed amount of formula within a 24-hour period for 2 days in a row. The metabolic dietitian may make changes to the formula recipe. The way to make supplemental bottles varies by child, so please ask your dietitian how to do this. Your child will always take standard infant formula or breast milk combined with metabolic formula. It is very important that no one except your child's metabolic team make changes to the formula recipe. You can always call your metabolic clinic with any questions or concerns. Thanks for watching.